So, Leader Solomon James, we are excited to have you this evening. Kindly take over. Thank you.
All right, thank you so very much. Good evening, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time. I'm super excited, glad to be here. This feels home. I'm home. Glad to be here. Thank you so very much, our super leader Sam, for the amazing work you've done. And I want to give salute and honor to all the leaders that have gone ahead of us to show the possibilities on ground and what is possible. They do say success leaves proofs, and you have left proof of what is possible in record time. A huge salute to you, Leader Sam. Thank you, Talatu Boy. And that's my connector to make me see this clearly. I've known about OLYLIFE since July last year, but again, I needed a second touch. And I want to thank you for all the things you've done, the tools. And being here, I'm just super excited. It's been overwhelming the whole of yesterday, all the calls, love from people. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pastor Cornelius, thank you so very much. I receive your warm messages and love. And man, I'm so glad to be here. So let's get into today because if you are ready, I am super ready also. So let's share the screen and we will begin our conversation here. All right, so let's go. So there we go. Again, so I will mute this. Okay, good, beautiful. Okay, it's recorded. Beautiful. Okay, good. So I want to truly thank everyone. Thank you again, Leader Sam. And welcome everyone to the Oli Tribe. I guess I'm seeing people representing their hood, and I'm super excited where people are chiming in from where they are coming from. I'm reaching you out from the amazing city of Lagos, and where a lot of things are happening. And I'm seeing people from Uganda, from Kenya, all over the world represented here. Thank you for taking the time to be a part of tonight's meeting. But let's jump into the details that we have for today. First, I'd like to put a disclaimer, please, because it's important we do certain things professionally. So this disclaimer is being put out that this presentation is for educational and informational purposes only. OLYLIFE wellness products and experiences are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Individual experiences and results may vary from person to person, and any wellness or business benefits shared here are based on personal experiences and should not be taken as guarantees. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional regarding any medical concerns or decisions. Please do your own due diligence before making any wellness or business decision. With that out of the way, now let's move in. So who am I? Well, thank you again, Leader Sam, for that amazing intro. But again, we'll just keep it brief. My name is Solomon James. Many other people know me as JSM. Well, I'm just a wellness enthusiast. I truly hold and the belief that no matter how beautiful your future is, it takes your health to get there. Therefore, if the vehicle of your health will take you to the desired destination, you must be a wellness enthusiast. Secondly, I'm an educator. I like teaching. I like sharing what I know. And that's part of why I'm on this call. And thirdly, I'm a personal developer. No, there's no typo. That's not personal development. That is personal. The act of building a purse of your own. If there were no purse attached to this call, maybe some of us will not be here. So if you want to build a purse of your own, please give me a 2 in the chat, and we'll show you not just personal development, how people are building a purse of their own in times like this. Thank you. I'm seeing Grossmart, Peacemaker, all of us. Yes, we want to build a purse of our own. Maria, yes, thank you so very much. So let's get started. This name is one that resonates with us. Albert Einstein. He said future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. Now, it was like a promissory note, what was to come. If you know anything about Albert Einstein, this guy looks as if he was awoke, ahead of time. The things he said didn't make sense. How would you just wake up and tell people that the future medicine will be medicine of frequencies? Were like prophecies. but that day is here. So he was correct. But to also add to what he said, is a man some of us know, Nikola Tesla. If you had the opportunity to watch the documentary, The Men Who Built America, you will have heard of Nikola Tesla and the great invention that is impacting modern societies today. He said, if you want to find the secret of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Because our entire biological system, the brain, the earth, everything is working on the same frequency. Some of us understand the idea around a cat having 9 lives. People think it's a myth. No, it's not a myth, because it's been proven by science now that cats pause around between frequency pause themselves around 25 to 50 hertz. Okay, and this frequency pouring is helping them to heal themselves. It's helping them to heal bone density and fracture repair. It's impacting on their tissue repair and wound healing, pain relief, and muscle maintenance. So you see a cat today as if it wants to die, and tomorrow it's bouncing back, and people are feeling, no, it has 9 lives, it has used 1. No, it is this thing that is making it work. It's frequency healing itself. Now, let's also take this in another form. Whoever solves the biggest problem gets paid the biggest paycheck. Check society, check through the world. Whoever solves the biggest problem gets paid the biggest paycheck. The question today is, what are the biggest problems around us? Health and fitness, weight loss, longevity, preventive medicine, inflation, cost of living. And some people will say the cost of living today, depending on where you live, is killing the living. So what if there was a company that you could promote that solves all these problems? That's where OLYLIFE, the champion's choice, comes in. Well, OLYLIFE has been around for a while, but prior being launched in 2022, they've had about 3 years plus of research, owning their own laboratories in Sweden and Germany. As at March, they have over 1,000 global patents, European certifications, and most of the internal core mechanism of their devices are made with advanced chips and rare metals from Japan and assembled in China, with global presence in Singapore, in Xiamen in China, and they have branches spreading all over the world, and it is coming closer to you. They have their factory in Germany, in mainland China, and they have another one in New Zealand with a tested, confirmed global certification standard, confirming that their devices have PMF embedded in them. Let's talk about the challenge that we see today. The global wellness crisis. While health innovation today is mattering more than ever, 42% of the global adults are obese. Whereas the Bible says the righteous shall be fat and flourishing. It didn't say you should be obese and be having issues that are impacting your heart. A major contributor to preventable chronic diseases. This is a WHO record of 2022. Today, physical inactivity is contributing to 1 in 10 premature deaths globally. Again, that's a WHO record of 2022. We have people spending an average of 9 to 10 or plus hours per day sitting. And this is increasing the risk of cardiovascular issues, back pains, back problems, metabolic diseases. Again, this is coded and certified by the World Health Organization of 2022. Now, so what is OLYLIFE doing here? They are infusing 2 technologies here to address this condition, the PEMF and terahertz. At the core, it is focusing on activating and revitalizing our cells, promoting meridian flow, detoxification, enhancing microcirculation, fat burning and body sculpting, pain, inflammation, and fatigue relief. So let's talk about PEMF, of what we would call the pulse electromagnetic field, which uses electromagnetic pulses to stimulate your body at the cellular level. If you are a student of biology, you will understand that the cell is smaller into the body. From the cell, you have the tissue, you have the organ, you have the system, you have the man. If anything needs to change in the man, it must begin from the foundation, which is the cell. So this technology is focusing at stimulating your body at the cellular level. The benefits are overwhelming, including improved circulation, reduced pain, reduced stress, improved sleep, detoxifying the body, fighting diseases, and much more. All of this without the traditional forms of medication and chemicals. Then we have the terahertz that takes all of this into another level. Now, all of this have been captured by NASA and even Dr. Brian Mayers. You've got to read the book, The Fifth Element of Health, and you see all the things that PMF is bringing to the table. Now, a couple of years ago, we do know from our research also and what I've just talked about, NASA will release the astronauts to space. They come back like vegetables. I mean, torn body, broken bone density, everything is just looking so weak. They couldn't stand, they couldn't do anything, and that was what led NASA into this discovery. Now, after that, they had no issues. They send the astronauts, they come back smiling and jumping, everybody was fine. But just a few years ago, just a little after the pandemic, some of them were stuck at the USS Space Center, and Elon Musk has to send his shuttle to rescue them. These are live pictures of what happened when they came back to Earth, because they had to turn off their PMF to be able to conserve power, because they didn't know how long it was going to take them. And you can see none of them was standing. They had to wheel them, carry them out. That's to tell you the power of PMF. So what happens when they come back to Earth? They put them in some of these multi-million-dollar devices created by NASA to be able to re-stimulate their body, connect them back to the Earth's frequency, the blood to flow. Because you are floating, you don't use the body. The law of use, what you don't use, you lose. So everything begins to come back. Now, because this thing is very expensive, many of us never knew about it. What we have today is OLYLIFE coming in to democratize this device. It's no longer for astronauts. It's no longer for the elite. It's no longer for the celebrities. You can have this in your household after this meeting. So let's talk about the evolution of the PMF technology. From the early 20th century, we understand the EMF technology emerged. Then late 20th century, the growing awareness of EMF was also coming up. Then in the mid 60s or 70s, that was where the discovery of PMF came in, and we're talking about what NASA had to do. But in the 2000s, PMF was now integrated into wellness, and it was very expensive. A session can cost from as much as $10,000 to hundreds of thousands of dollars. How many of us had that? Then we now had in the 2020, starting like 2022, we just talked about OLYLIFE choose to democratize the entire thing. Please, you don't need to screen grab. Don't worry, the recording will be available and you will have it. Now, let's talk about some of the benefits of PMF, what we call the bioelectromagnetic field. Now, number one, it helps to dredge your meridian. Go check your biology and science. We have about 12 principal meridian paths. Now, for many of us today, depending on where you live, the rains are coming. Your drainages are clogged. What do you think? We are talking about the overflow, maybe in a place like Lekki in Lagos and other parts of the world. You are not cleaning up your drainages. So what this device does is helping to dredge the meridian. Number two is promoting blood circulation, because it's diluting the blood vessels and allowing free flow of the blood and reducing the blood viscosity so that there is free flow. Number three is improving metabolism. It's helping to regulate digestive system. It's eliminating blood waste. It's revitalizing the cell. Okay, so all of these are benefits of PMF. It also helps to improve sleep. For many of us, you are on this device, it knocks you off. In fact, that was one of my earliest experience. I am one person given to health and rest, but it knocked me off. I knew there was something about this because it's helping the body to produce melatonin, and it's a factor that helps you to sleep. It reduces inflammation responses. It supports bone health, and we are seeing a lot of people with bone health issues, and they are sharing their testimonies. It's also helping to support blood sugar level. We're having users sharing their story and experience, how their blood glucose is now becoming relatively stable. It's supporting muscle health. Okay, so PMF is aiding your muscle health. Number 12, it's supporting weight management and healthy aging. I will be talking about this. I'll be throwing more light on that. Everything we are talking about here, they are clinically researched and documented. Then we talk about the terahertz, because the P90 has its own, but again, like I said, it's a fusion of two technologies. Now the terahertz is taking it into another deeper dimension, penetrating deeper, helping to activate the cellular energy, improving blood flow. And three major undeniable facts is how it serves as cell energizer, boosts brain and nerve function, and is helping to support brain and mood. And you are hearing testimonies of people with dementia, memory loss, and all of that beginning to feel better. So think yourself like a smartphone, and over time you get to run low. Well, once in a while we'll run low. So what the terahertz is simply doing is like a wireless charger, greatly powering up yourself, so that as an Olympian in your field of pursuit, you can perform at your best. Everything again here is captured in PubMed. You may want to go and check pubmed.gov, and you will see a lot of things on PMF and the benefits of terahertz. Let's talk about few of our products. We have them lined up because the product themselves are even priced around Apple devices. If you can get any Apple devices, then you can get this product. We start with our Therapy 90, again, which is known to do some of the magic we are talking about. For many of us, we grew up walking barefooted, connecting with the earth, but today we are isolated with our rubber shoes, our footwears. If our children go out, we tell them, Junior, go inside, go and put on your footwear. Little wonder our immunity was stronger, and yesterday is looking very feeble. This is helping to do all those benefits we've talked about: dredge your meridian, recirculate your body, and all of that. The P90 Plus has some extra addition, a bigger foot space for those of us that have the advanced shoe size, okay, that covers you. We have the A9 Bama negative ion, which is helping to purify your environment, and a lot of people with allergies are even beginning to share a lot of testimonies. We talk about the Galaxy G1, which is a smart eye massager. I'll be throwing more light about that on that. Then we have the OLYLIFE Vitality 1. Then we have the upcoming W29 hydrogen water. I'm coming from water space, so I understand this very well. And we have other cutting edge products. But again, people experiencing the OLYLIFE P90, their testimonies have been overwhelming. How it's supporting comfort, vitality, and an active lifestyle. It's helping to encourage natural fat metabolism and body toning. It's energizing and rejuvenating them at the cellular level. It's supporting detox pathways and inner balance, encouraging natural energy flow and harmony, and supporting healthy circulation and metabolic function. Now, let's talk about few benefits, okay, and features we've seen with this product. Now, if you are using the P90, it just runs for 30 minutes, a 30-minute session, okay, maximum of twice a day. If you are running with the P Plus, that's a 20-minute session. They all have their strength intensity. But a 30-minute session on this is equivalent to having 10 sessions of moxibustion. I've had this session myself. It's equivalent to having 2 cupping session. There was a place that was being managed by some Koreans. I used to go with my wife for some cupping therapy. And for those of us, if you see me, my skin be like albino, no, is it albino or Belgium or Yubo? When they put the cup, my back is red. You just see all the stuff. But to relieve the tension and the stress. But imagine having 20 sessions, expensive, and yet a 130 minutes therapy on the P90 is resolving that. It's equivalent to 30 sessions of massage, whether you are going for your deep tissue, aromatic, or I have a personal chiropractor that comes to the house for me and my wife. So, but right now, it's as if the guy is losing his job, because a 30-minute session is helping us achieve so much. Then some of us, a 2-hour cardio workout can now be replaced with 130-minute therapy session. This is so valuable. And we have our flagship products that you can pick from, and I'll just talk about a second one. Now, there is this global eye strain crisis that people are not paying attention at all, because today 2.2 billion people are living with preventable eye strain issues. Now, this is a World Health Organization statistics of 2023. Children today are exposed to screen time of 6+ hours per day. For some of us as parents, we think we are buying time. Oh yeah, Junior, take, go and sit down. We are damaging their eyes much earlier. Overexposure to blue light can lead to digital eye fatigue, and prolonged exposures to these EMFs may even alter biological rhythm. So we see common eye wellness concern. It's getting bad that today cataract is on the increase, and this is the leading cause of blindness nationwide or worldwide. Glaucoma is also one of the 3 leading causes of blindness. Macular degeneration, one of the 3 leading causes of blindness. Diabetic retinopathy, severally severely affecting your vision. As a matter of fact, when you get to this point, the fear is that it is irreversible and that person might be prone to blindness. People are having dry eyes and blurred vision. Now, even though they say if they slap you, first of all, everywhere will become blur, but you are not being slapped yet, everywhere is becoming blur. Retinal detachment, severely affecting visual quality. Now, the World Report on Vision 2020 shows that globally there are 1.8 billion people with presbyopia. Now, let me explain what presbyopia is. For some of us on this call, if you begin to, maybe you want to read your phone, from your phone, you stretch it back a little bit, you're already joining that WhatsApp group. If you have to read your Bible, your Quran, an article, and you've got to space it backward to look at it, you are in that 1.8 billion category. So pay attention. 600 million people with cataract, 196 million people with age-related macular degeneration, 146 million people with diabetic retinopathy, and 76 million people with glaucoma. The question is, what's the way forward? That is where OLYLIFE is smart about things. Introducing to us the Galaxy G1 with a lot of benefits imputed, and the technology is mind-blowing. Number one, this is the world's first extremely low frequency PMF eye care device, equipped with the 7.8 extremely low Schumann wave. Okay, now the question will be, how is this helping my eyes? Number one is helping to activate your eye cells. Every part of the body has a cell. Now, when your eye cells are activated, the result is that it improves aging-related issues such as presbyopia we just talked about. It kicks you out and you leave that WhatsApp group. Number two, it promotes the repair and the regeneration of eye tissues. As a result, it improves those suffering from macular degeneration issues. Number three, it relieves eye inflammation. Now, this is improving various inflammations such as bloodshot eyes. Not everybody that are drinking and smoking to get that red bloodshot eyes. This is helping to address that. And number four is promoting eye blood circulation. Some of us have seen people who are around the eye begin to get black. This skin around the eye is beginning to turn black. Now, it wasn't out of domestic violence. For many of them, the blood circulation there is cut short. So this is improving microcirculation, and those dark circles are getting reversed. I hope you are following. Now, the Galaxy G1 has a lot of applicable situations here. You can use it to relieve eye strain. It's helping people alleviating their dryness in the eyes. It's improving the myopias and all the pias. It's reducing redness in the eye, improving dark circles and puffiness. It's improving conditions such as cataract, glaucoma, and macular degeneration. This is why you've got to order yours this week. Please show me how many people by using their medicated recommended lens have had their eyes corrected. It is the beginning to the end. You are on a lifetime medication and changing of lenses. What if one smart eye massager can help restore the cells around there? People are giving amazing stories and testimonies. Now, there comes in the latest, which is the shaking massager, one of the finest to help people with their health. It's integrated with 7 technologies. The PMF is there, dynamic massage is there, red light, radio frequency, ultrasound, heat therapy, high frequency. All this is built for is to help target that stubborn belly fat, help you to sculpt your waistline and support overall core wellness. For those of us with visceral fat, now people begin to see themselves that a 20-minute session is making people lose 500 calories. 500 calories. How long will you be jogging to lose that? How many food dieting will you do to lose that? A 20-minute session with this, little wonder this is becoming something everybody is gunning for. Now, what we are saying here, they are proven and tested with more than 2,000 testimonials, over 10,000 medical reports, and over 200 happy users. Now, let's take a look at some real stories from some of our real customers. Now, we don't have time because we are pressed for so many things. We would have taken more live testimonies, but I'll just show you a couple. Now, this is a 56-year-old lady who retired earlier because of her severe knee pain, as her cartilage was worn out. But guess what? After using the P90 for just 5 times in 3 days, she was able to walk without her walker. 3 days. 5 sessions means 2 sessions the first day, 2 sessions the second day. By the third morning, it was our resurrection morning. Our Easter celebration came early. Yes, the dead bones can rise again. We talk about Carmen Ridgeway. She said my orthopedic doctor diagnosed arthritis in my feet to the point that I could barely walk. Said I also had it in my left knee and a torn meniscus in the right knee. I use my daughter's P90 about twice a week on level 5 for about 6 weeks. He said, I'm now almost completely pain-free in my knees, going up and down the stairs. My feet are to the point I can wear heels again. Oh, lest I forget, I didn't mention I'm 71 years old and I received my own P90 for Christmas. Guys, you do not wait for Christmas to celebrate Christmas. Gift your loved ones this P90. Bring the Christmas forward. Bring the Salah forward. Bring that celebration forward. Let them share their story. We have this amazing testimony. She said after using her P90, her blood sugar went down to 5.5 from 7.2 without meds. Pain from compressed nerve were reduced. Friend's pain and water retention in the leg improved. Legs became stronger. Friend's son in his 20s worked as a chef and now saw pain in his leg and fatigue relieved. This is why we do this. What do you say of Uncle Lim? For more than 10 years of water retention, just 6 sessions got subsided. Very visible to the eyes. This is why we are doing this. So why is our business booming? Why is it coming into Africa and taking the rest of the world? Number one, our products are demonstrable. You put your leg on it, you feel it. Number two, people feel it. People are seeing the warmth. People are beginning to sweat. It's not a huge lifestyle change. This is the reason why this business is booming. Now, I hope from the few minutes we've shared, you've seen value. Please, if you see value, give me a 3 in the chat. Let's know you are following and you are seeing value. Give me a 3 in the chat or 333 just to be sure that you are following. I'm seeing 5. Oh, Pastor Elijah, beautiful. Oh, Grow Smart, Doris, Maria, I am. Yes, Alex, Hard Currency, COG. Wow. Dr. Man, this is so much value for us. And it's so much value. And listen, we are not talking about price here. We are talking about the value, because when value becomes clear, the price makes sense, which is why I no longer talk about OLYLIFE price. When you talk about price, you are talking about cost. How much does it cost? No, we are not talking about cost. It is an investment. You are investing in your health. So this is the OLYLIFE investment, not OLYLIFE price. Price is a commodity. We are not selling commodity. You are investing into your life, into your health, and that of the family. You can see the prices there. The therapy 90 for $1,000 and the shipping fee. These shipping fees are for Africa. Now, let me address something quickly now that I have the time. earlier this week, I'd heard about my first 2 Zoom calls, and I got some feedback I feel is necessary for us to address. Somebody who was on the call sent me a message when I was done, and he said, look, he invited somebody to the call, and the person, when the call was over, the person said, I know about this, and sent the picture and said, somebody told me it is $700 to buy it in Abuja. So she was concerned and she forwarded it to me and said, they said it's $700. What do we do? In fact, yesterday, also day before yesterday, after my also Zoom, another person sent me a message that somebody said it's $500. You know what I did? Facts beat conversation. I copied the website of the company, OLYLIFEinternational.com. And I just sent it to her. I said, number 1, click on it. It's from the website. On the website, thankfully, you can find the prices. So why will the company have it on their price at 1,000 and somebody is selling at 500 and 700? I said, listen, let me tell you the beautiful thing about this company. A couple of years ago, I was part of a company. They are defunct now, so I can mention their name. It was called Genis Global. It was an American company. Now, Genis was the first in the world to hit $1 billion in 6 years. Go and check your record. That was 2015. They were the first in the history of this industry to hit $1 billion in 6 years. It was a milestone celebration. But thinking about OLYLIFE, in its first 2 years, hitting $1 billion, they've shattered all records. This is not crypto, guys. This is physical product. $1 billion, if you understand the pace, number 1, you can't sell $1 billion if the product is not working. This is their 3rd year, going to their 4th year. They've sold over 2 billion. Guys, they are breaking their own record. What do you think happens? Everybody wants a part of that pie. So people can go to China, go to other places, do some private labeling and slap it OLYLIFE and you receive. Now, if the price does not shock you that they are giving you, that machine will shock you. That device will shock you. So don't come and tell me it is shocking me. When they gave you that price that is not on the company's website, is it not shocking? So please be careful what is out there. So you don't need to defend, you don't need to argue. We have value. That's why it's an investment. I just wanted to let that out. So you have 2 choices tonight. Number 1 is to leave your family's health and wellness unprotected. Number 2 is to start protecting your health and that of your family with OLYLIFE suits of product. I want to believe you make the best.